Welcome to Wonderslate. Subscribe to our YouTube channel for more updates. Topic for today's quiz is Government and Administration, India and World. Question number 1. Who was the Speaker of the first Lok Sabha? Option A. Hukum Singh. Option B. G.V. Mawalankar. Option C. K.M. Munshi. Option D. U.N. Haber. The correct answer is Option B. G.V. Mawalankar. G.V. Mawalankar, 1952 to 56. Hukum Singh, 1962 to 67. K. M. Munshi and Haber were never the speakers of the Lok Sabha. Question number 2. Which one of the following was not stipulated in the Fiscal Responsibility and Budget Management Act, 2003? Option A. Elimination of revenue deficit by the end of the fiscal year 2007-08. Option B. Non-borrowing by the central government from Reserve Bank of India except under certain circumstances. Option C. Elimination of primary deficit by the end of the fiscal year 2008-09. Option D. Fixing government guarantees in any financial year as a percentage of GDP. The correct answer is Option C. Elimination of primary deficit by the end of the fiscal year 2008-09. It included recommendations for fiscal deficit and revenue deficit. Question number 3. With reference to the Consumer Disputes Redressal at the district level in India, which one of the following statements is not correct? Option A. A state government can establish more than one district forum in a district if it deems fit. Option B. One of the members of the district forum shall be a woman. Option C. The district forum entertains the complaints where the value of goods or services does not exceed rupees 50 lakhs. Option D. A complaint in relation to any goods sold or any service provided may be filed with a district forum by the state government as a representative of the interests of the consumers in general. The correct answer is Option C. The district forum entertains the complaints where the value of goods or services does not exceed rupees 50 lakhs. The district forum entertains the complaints where the value of goods or services does not exceed rupees 20 lakhs. Question number 4. When the annual union budget is not passed by the Lok Sabha. Option A. The budget is modified and presented again. Option B. The budget is referred to the Rajya Sabha for suggestions. Option C. The Union Finance Minister is asked to resign. Option D. The Prime Minister submits the resignation of Council of Ministers. The correct answer is Option D. The Prime Minister submits the resignation of Council of Ministers. If the annual union budget is not passed by the Lok Sabha, it is tantamount to a no-confidence motion. So the government submits the resignation of his Council of Ministers. Question number 5. The authorization for the withdrawal of funds from the Consolidated Fund of India must come from Option A. The President of India. Option B. The Parliament of India. Option C. The Prime Minister of India. Option D. The Union Finance Minister. The correct answer is Option B. The Parliament of India. Parliament shall have the power to authorize by law the withdrawal of money from the Consolidated Fund of India for the purposes for which the said grants are made. Question number 6. In the Parliament of India, the purpose of an adjournment motion is Option A. To allow discussion on a definite matter of urgent public importance. Option B. To let opposition members collect information from the ministers. Option C. To allow a reduction of specific amount in demand for grant. Option D. To postpone the proceedings to check the inappropriate or violent behavior on the part of some members. The correct answer is Option A. To allow discussion on a definite matter of urgent public importance. Adjournment motion is 1. It is introduced in Parliament to draw the attention of the House to a definite matter of urgent public importance. 2. It is regarded as an extraordinary device because it interrupts the normal business of the House. 3. It involves an element of censure against the government and Rajya Sabha cannot introduce adjournment motion. 4. The discussion on the adjournment motion should last for not less than 2 hours and 30 minutes. Question number 7. The Prime Minister of India, at the time of his or her appointment, option A, need not necessarily be a member of one of the houses of the Parliament but must become a member of one of the House within 6 months. Option B, need not necessarily be a member of one of the houses of the Parliament but must become a member of the Lok Sabha within 6 months. Option C, must be a member of the Lok Sabha within 6 months. Option D, must be a member of the Lok Sabha. The correct answer is option A, need not necessarily be a member of one of the houses of the Parliament but must become a member of one of the House within 6 months. Article 75(1) of the Indian Constitution provides that the Prime Minister shall be appointed by the President. The Constitution permits a person to be appointed PM without his or her being a member of either House of the Parliament at the time of appointment. However, he or she has to become a member of either House of Parliament within 6 months from the date of his or her appointment as Prime Minister. Question number 8. What will follow if a money bill is substantially amended by the Rajya Sabha? Option A. The Lok Sabha may still proceed with the bill, accepting or not accepting the recommendations of the Rajya Sabha. Option B. The Lok Sabha cannot consider the bill further. Option C. The Lok Sabha may send the bill to the Rajya Sabha for reconsideration. Option D. The President may call a joint sitting for passing the bill. The correct answer is option A. The Lok Sabha may still proceed with the bill, accepting or not accepting the recommendations of the Rajya Sabha. When a money bill returns to the Lok Sabha with amendments made by the Rajya Sabha, it is open to Lok Sabha to accept or to reject any or all of the recommendations. When the Lok Sabha chooses to accept or decline the money bill with or without the recommendation, the money bill is deemed passed in both houses. Question number 9. Which one of the following statements is correct? Option A. In India, the same person cannot be appointed as governor for 2 or more states at the same time. Option B. The judges of the High Court of the states in India are appointed by the governor of the state just as the judges of Supreme Court are appointed by the President. Option C. No procedure has been laid down in the Constitution of India for the removal of governor from his or her post. Option D. In the case of a union territory having a legislative setup, the Chief Minister is appointed by the Lieutenant Governor on the basis of majority support. The correct answer is option C. No procedure has been laid down in the Constitution of India for the removal of governor from his or her post. Question number 10. The Parliament can make any law for the whole or any part of India for implementing international treaties. Option A. With the consent of all the states. Option B. With the consent of the majority of states. Option C. With the consent of the states concerned. Option D. Without the consent of any state. The correct answer is option D. Without the consent of any state. Parliament has exclusive power to make law with respect to any of the matters enumerated with the Union List. According to entry number 14 in the Union List, it reads, entering into treaties and agreements with foreign countries and implementing of treaties, agreement, and convention with foreign countries. Question number 11. The power to increase the number of judges in the Supreme Court of India is vested in option A. The President of India. Option B. The Parliament. Option C. The Chief Justice of India. Option D. The Law Commission. The correct answer is option B. The Parliament. It is the Parliament that has the power to increase the number of judges in the Supreme Court of India. Parliament increased the number of judges from the original 8 in 1950 to 11 in 1956, 14 in 1960, 18 in 1978, 26 in 1986, and 31 in 2008. Question number 12. Which one of the following is the largest committee of the Parliament? Option A. The Committee on Public Accounts. Option B. The Committee on Estimates. Option C. The Committee on Public Undertakings. Option D. The Committee on Petitions. The correct answer is Option B. The Committee on Estimates. The largest committee is the Committee of Estimates, given its 30 members. Question number 13. There is a parliamentary system of government in India because the Option A. Lok Sabha is elected directly by the people. Option B. Parliament can amend the constitution. Option C. Rajya Sabha cannot be dissolved. Option D. Council of Ministers is responsible to the Lok Sabha. The correct answer is Option D. Council of Ministers is responsible to the Lok Sabha. The executive in a parliamentary system is responsible to the legislature for all its actions. The ministers are answerable to the parliament and responsible to the Lok Sabha. The Council of Ministers remains in office as long as they enjoy the support and confidence of the Lok Sabha. Question number 14. When a bill is referred to a joint sitting of both the houses of the parliament, it has to be passed by Option A. A simple majority of members present and voting. Option B. 3/4 majority of members present and voting. Option C. 2/3 majority of the houses. Option D. Absolute majority of the houses. The correct answer is Option A. A simple majority of members present and voting. In India, if a bill has been rejected by any house of the parliament and if more than 6 months have elapsed, the president may summon a joint session for purpose of passing the bill. The bill is passed by a simple majority of a joint sitting. Joint sitting is extraordinary machinery provided by the Constitution to resolve a deadlock between the two houses over the passage of a bill. If the bill in dispute is passed by a majority of the total number of members both the houses present and voting in the joint sitting, the bill is deemed to have been passed by both the houses. Question number 15. Democracy's superior virtue lies in the fact that it calls into activity. Option A. The intelligence and character of ordinary men and women. Option B. The methods for strengthening executive leadership. Option C. A superior individual with dynamism and vision. Option D. A band of dedicated party workers. The correct answer is Option A. The intelligence and character of ordinary men and women. The takeoff point for democracy is the idea of consent, that is the desire, approval, and participation of people. It is the decision of people that creates a democratic government and decides about its functioning. Since democracy requires voters' decision-making, hence intelligence and character are called in. Question number 16. One of the implications of equality in society is the absence of Option A. Privileges. Option B. Restraints. Option C. Competition. Option D. Ideology. The correct answer is Option A. Privileges. The first step towards bringing about equality is of course ending the formal system of inequality and privileges. The caste system in India prevented people from the lower castes from doing anything except manual labor. In many countries only people from families could occupy high positions. Attainment of equality requires that all such restrictions or privileges should be brought to an end. Question number 17. Which one of the following is not a feature of Indian federalism? Option A. There is an independent judiciary in India. Option B. Powers have been clearly divided between the centre and the states. Option C. The federating units have been given unequal representation in the Rajya Sabha. Option D. It is the result of an agreement among the federating units. The correct answer is Option D. It is the result of an agreement among the federating units. Indian federations are not the result of an agreement among the states, unlike the American Federation. So Option D is not the feature of Indian federalism. Question number 18. The main advantage of the parliamentary form of government is that Option A. The executive and legislature work independently. Option B. It provides continuity of policy and is more efficient. Option C. The executive remains responsible to the legislature. Option D. The head of the government cannot be changed without election. The correct answer is Option C. The executive remains responsible to the legislature. The parliamentary system is also known as cabinet government. It provides for the collective responsibility of the executive to the legislature. Question number 19. Out of the following statements, choose the one that brings out the principle underlying the cabinet form of government. Option A. An arrangement for minimizing the criticism against the government whose responsibilities are complex and hard to carry out to the satisfaction of all. Option B. A mechanism for speeding up the activities of the government whose responsibilities are increasing day by day. Option C. A mechanism of parliamentary democracy for ensuring collective responsibility of the government to the people. Option D. A device for strengthening the hands of the head of the government whose hold over the people is in a state of decline. The correct answer is Option B. A mechanism for speeding up the activities of the government whose responsibilities are increasing day by day. Since it is not practical for all ministers to meet regularly and discuss everything, hence the decisions are taken in cabinet meetings. That is why parliamentary democracy in most countries is often known as the cabinet form of government. Question number 20. Right to vote and to be elected in India is a. Option A. Fundamental right. Option B. Natural right. Option C. Constitutional right. Option D. Legal right. The correct answer is Option C. Constitutional right. The right to vote in elections is an important constitutional right. Thank you for watching the video. If you'd like practice this quiz, then download the Wonderslate app now. Link in the description below. If you have any suggestion for us, feel free to leave comments. If you liked the video and want to see more of it, hit the thumbs up and don't forget to click on subscribe button to get more updates of the future videos.